Hey, I have 3 things to share with you that you can do when you feel like you're sinking in life circumstances. And I watched these inspirations are coming from a movie I watched called Unsinkable. It was an online movie that was sent to me not too long ago, and Jack Canfield and Lisa Nichols and some other people were in this movie, and it was incredible, and it really helped change my perspective, and hopefully what I share with you will help change your perspective too. So 3 things that you can do when you feel like you are sinking in life's circumstances, okay? Number 1, shift your thoughts and you will shift your life. So what I mean by that is you got to reprogram your conscious mind, and your conscious mind is not what's running your life, but it definitely, there's a lot of thoughts that are going in and out of your mind all day that you're probably not completely aware of, at least I'm speaking for myself. And a lot of your thoughts might be causing you to suffer, and how you think affects how you feel. So step number 1, just become aware of your thoughts. Ask yourself, I'm not feeling good right now. What am I thinking of? When did I start feeling this way? And maybe write it out. You could journal it. You can be like, what is going on? And you can pinpoint it, and then you can start to figure your way out of it. And maybe you can even go back and think about a time when in your life things were just completely falling apart and you thought it was the worst thing that could ever happen. And then after a period of time, you look back and you're so thankful that that event happened. For me, quick story, and then I'm going to give you the other 2, and then we're going to wrap up the other 2 ways to get out of above life circumstances when you feel like you're sinking. About a year ago, I had been in business for about 2 months, and I thought it was what I wanted to do, which was motivational speaking and selling makeup and skincare and protein shakes. And I thought that was my dream for 5 years. And once I got into it full time, I realized it was a disaster for me. There was so much more work that needed to be put in, and everything was really falling apart, and I was going into a pretty bad depression. And now, a year later, I am doing professional speaking on preventing teen suicide, and I have products that help people with mental health and physical health. But I'm really making an impact, and I get to use my story of when I was a teenager and how I went to group homes and jails and attempted suicide twice. I get to share that, use that story, and use that experience as a way to help save as many children as possible from ending their lives way too soon. And parents need what I have to offer. They need me. They need my products. They need my help for their teenagers that are suffering. And, the time I went through, what I put my mom through, what I put my friends through, the people I hurt during that time when I was younger, from 15 to 20, it might have been all worth it as long as I kept going, and I did. So if you're going through something right now that you feel like you're sinking and you are literally like, I can't handle anymore, just think about a time when you were sinking and you managed to swim your way out of it. And maybe that will give you that sliver of hope and that belief that you can make it to the next step. Just hanging on one more day and being able to move forward just a little bit. Okay, I promised you 3 ways. Okay, so that's number 1, shift your thoughts and you will shift your life. And I gave you an example there. Number 2 is reprogramming your subconscious mind. And I heard that about maybe 4 years ago for the first time. It did not sink in. I had no idea what this person was talking about. And I wasn't into meditation. I wasn't into, binaural sound waves or biofeedback, these are things a lot of holistic health providers recommend and help with. And so what that means, reprogram your subconscious mind, is to uncover your beliefs and then shift them into powerful beliefs. So when you were growing up, you created a roadmap for life from what your parents told you, from what your teachers told you. And so for me, and I'm sure my mom's watching, and I love you, Mom. But my mom had 4 kids, and she still does have 4 kids. We're all adults now. And my mom would always tell me, you guys got to calm down. You got to be quiet. And I say the same thing to my kid. And I have to catch myself because growing up, I thought I needed to calm down and be quiet. So I had to reprogram my mind to get hyped up and to speak up because that's what my profession is now. And so learning that was holding me back, and it wasn't my mom's fault. It was the way I received it as a little kid, and it stuck with me growing up. So number 2 is reprogram your subconscious mind. Turn your beliefs into powerful beliefs. What can you look at as when you were a child, what you went through? We all have childhood trauma. Even if you grew up with a perfect family, I have and had great parents, and I still found ways to make it a traumatic experience in different ways. And that's what you might be doing too. You might not. Just an example and just a suggestion. So that's number 2. Again, number one way to get out of your to get when you feel like you're sinking, and how to handle that and get out from under your life circumstances. Shift your thoughts and shift your life. Reprogram your subconscious mind by shifting your beliefs. And number 3 is the most powerful way. Elevate your frequency, your vibrational frequency. So that just means how you're feeling. You know, everything's energy. We're all created, and you know, plants and people and animals. And I know I sound like a crazy cuckoo person right now, but elevate your vibrational frequency to love, gratitude, and peace. In Hawaii, I think it's in Hawaii, there is a prayer or a practice. It's called the Ho'oponopono. And it's, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. So if there's someone in your life or a situation that's happening that is really causing you a lot of stress and anxiety, I would encourage you to try holding your hand over your heart and think of that person, think of that situation, and really get there. Like go there, go to that situation, go to that person, and just say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. And see what happens. And the last part is that like attracts like. So when you're in a state of gratitude, when you're in a state of surrender, when you're in a state of love, right? Pure love for people you agree with and don't agree with, miracles happen. And I would have to do an hour-long live video just to tell you all the miracles that happened for me today. And we'd probably have to be on here for 2 hours for me to go over for the whole week. Like, it's insane what this one practice is doing for my life since watching this movie called Unsinkable. And, you know, guys, I'll leave you with this. Life is like a staircase. Sometimes you go up and sometimes you go down. And remember, how low you go is how high you will rise if you choose for that to be the case. So how low you go is how high you'll rise. And remember this. You guys know what a heartbeat looks like, right? Heartbeat goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And if your life isn't going up and down, you're probably dead or you're on your way there. So let's try to go up, right? Let's go up, but it's not going to be a straight line. It's ups and downs, you know, and that's okay. That's part of the human experience, and I'm here for it, and I'm here for you, and I'm loving you, and it's been a heck of a week. The new year has really taken off for me and the people I'm surrounding myself with. So if you need, again, I always offer this, if you need encouragement, if you need help, reach out. Don't be a stranger. You don't have to suffer alone. There's lots of things you can do to help you in your feelings of sadness or anxiety, depression. You can make it through this, and I'm here to help. Also, just as a call to action for anyone that's listening, if you're listening to this right now or you're listening to the recording, I am looking to go to more schools, middle schools and high schools in particular, to talk about preventing teen suicide and sharing my story and sharing these motivational techniques, I guess, for how to cope with life, and would really love any introductions that you guys have here, that you have here on Facebook, and anywhere else that I'm sharing this, on YouTube, on my podcast. Just reach out for yourself, for your kids, or for people you know in your community. That would mean the world. All right. Loving you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.